that. I'm gonna actually let you take this one province, and then you have time to reorganize. Get some guns back up to the front, which I'm still pretty much sure I'm short. Yeah, still 1k short. Damn it. How's the repairing stuff going along? 10 factories now. I don't know if they are repairing any of the stuff anyways. Infrastructure is still being built in Brazil. I don't know if that is actually that important anymore. I probably should switch that out, right? Probably should switch this one all the way to the top, and then, I don't know, the repairing of those factories. Like I said, first this one, just to see if it does anything. Let it run like this for a little while. I don't have the material to put in more military police units. I could actually, I think I did that last stream already. If I could add any military police. Militia gives what? Suppression +1, light infantry. Suppression +1, marines. Suppression +1. Special operation forces. Suppression +1. There is no real military police unit anymore. Suppression +1. That's this one, so that's not the one we need. Mobilized battalion, motorized militia is suppression +1, right? Yeah. Motorized is suppression +1, I'm guessing. Motorized airborne infantry, also +1. Marine +1 and +1. So there is no point in getting any of those, and I don't think armored will have anything else. Just +1 and self-propelled artillery. Doesn't have any suppression at all. Air defense, I mean. Artillery, also not. Recon, also not. So yeah, there's no point in getting any of those in there. I mean, I probably could make it better if I add some more militia to it, but one is +1. I don't know. If I click on it, we are... Yes, it's still a +3, even though there is a division in here. So, I guess I would need 2 more militia division in that one, but that uses quite a lot of guns again, so... I don't know. It's probably not worth it. We are focusing down here anyways. Retake that one, please. Where the hell did they came from that they could retake that? No idea. How are you guys doing otherwise? Pretty good. Go. Ooh, they're crushing those guys down here. Yup. They need to run. You retaking. I don't think I've retaken that one. I'm not controlling the US, I'm controlling the Netherlands. And we don't really have to push into South America any further. Most of those nations belong to NATO. I say that, and then they are not. Well, Argentina is. Peru, I think it is. No, Peru is not. So Argentina is the only one, and actually we are at war with Chile. Because Chile joined the Eurasian Union. For what reason whatsoever, I have no clue. Attackers is China, defenders is Anti-Blaka. What the hell is Anti-Blaka? Where is this nation? Anti-Blaka. 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 It's in Africa. Okay. So they are actually fighting this country over here, but they have no way to getting there. Same as me. I wanted to build paratroopers. The new... You have a lot of stuff in here. Like I wanted to build the new paratrooper planes, which are in here. Which I actually did, those ones, but they still have the same reach, so... I couldn't reach from up here to drop paratroopers down here to actually end all those wars, little wars. But they have basically ended right now, all the wars, right? Current wars? Nah, not all of them. It's still our war, the second Dutch-Brazilian war. It's NATO against everybody else, against Eurasian Union. Then there is the South Sudanese Civil War, which is... I don't know where it is. South Sudan, where the hell was the Sudan again? And the Anti-Blaka Civil War, which is this one over here. close, which we are not part of. Sudan. I'm so crapping out geography sometimes. Sudan is over here. Yeah, there is still a civil war going on. Maybe between those two. Yeah, those two nations. South. Well, actually, those three nations. Ooh, crap. But yeah, that's still going. Oh yeah, look at that push. How close are you towards capitulation, Azerbaijan? Still not close enough. Armenia is gonna capitulate before you. Whoopsie. Well, we'll be pushing in Armenia as well, right? Armenia. Yep. So we might get 2 other nations out of the war, and then I have to decide where to help out. I could drop into Murmansk and push south towards Moscow. I could try to push into St. Petersburg and push from St. Petersburg towards Moscow. Or I just could go into the Ukraine and push out from the Ukraine towards Moscow. I think actually that's going to be the best bet. Going over here and then push between those 2 rivers up to Moscow. I think that was probably going to be a good idea. What do you guys think? Let's see if you are right. Chile is under the rule of Michel Bachelet. Which is kind of weird. Oh, they actually have taken parts of Argentina. Ooh, Argentina, you probably should do something about that. You said I should try to make peace with Peru. Peru is kind of liking us. Oh, I'm not the leader of the alliance, so I cannot invite them. They do really hate me though. So let's improve our relations for a little bit. How am I political wise? Probably, yeah, 100% democratic. Yep. We will have another election rather soon-ish. It's still... Mark Rutte is still the leader. In 37 we have another... Well, it's not that soon. But in 37 we will have elections. How's the construction going? 9 factories. I think they're repairing those stuff in here. I think they are. I'm not 100% sure. How is the push going down here? Awesome. Yeah, the attack is not going super great, but look at that. That would be such a nice encirclement. We crush all those guys. It would be so awesome. I nearly started to sing the Lego Movie World song. Everything is awesome. St. Petersburg is already in NATO hands, so they haven't capitulated. And Mexico is holding that. Mexico is holding there. They're doing super well against the Russians. You think I should push from down here up to Moscow? It's just much a longer way though. But I think you're right. I will push from here along the coast over to Volgograd, over Volgograd, and then swing around to Moscow. Probably like this. Maybe. We'll see. First of all, I want to crush those guys down here. Because then there's a ton of divisions out of the game. Ganja probably... maybe it's enough to bring Azerbaijan to capitulation? Nah, it won't be enough. It won't be enough, I think. I guess. I don't think so. I think the Russians have all their troops on the border. And it doesn't really look like there are any bunkers built, like when you play it in normal mode, in vanilla mode. There are tons of bunkers everywhere. Still between the rivers? So you mean up here? Ah yeah, I could do that. Instead of the river crossings, and then... Where was it? Moscow's over here. Well, I have to cross this river, or I have to loop around and up again. Well, I would have to cross the river anyway. Probably... I don't know. Maybe we will see what happens when we start to push here. But first we're gonna clear up this down here. For sure. Oh, look at that. If we can crush all those divisions. Oh, that would be so beautiful. And we have the next level of attack helicopters. Awesome. We are not in 35 yet, so we're not gonna rush that. Not gonna rush any of that stuff. We are in another 35, so we're not gonna rush that. We could go for drones, we're not going to. Artillery-wise, we are in 25. We could get the next level of artillery researched here. Or the next level of anti-tank and stuff. Anti-air and anti-tank. Upgrade our anti-tank stuff? Yeah, I think that's the best thing to do. Or upgrade the artillery. Upgrade the artillery. So we can finally produce our own artillery. Ooh, 300 days. Holy crap. That with a research boost. That's a lot. You are done with what? Here's something? No. Here's something? Oh yeah, the attack helicopters. This one. Switch it over. We're producing 1 per month already. It was like 9 a year. Switching over now to this one. It will be 7 a year. As soon as it gets higher up again, we will produce more again, which is awesome. You haven't capitulated yet, so... There we go. Execute. Uh-huh. Right. Oh yeah, you both have actually capitulated. So those are all Russian and Chinese troops in here. Oh yes, let's see how the losses of the Russian and Chinese troops go up. They're now at 1.5 million and 306k, which is nice. Yeah, I could probably... Do I have paratroopers trained already? I think I do. I will check that in a second. I want to see how much they lose here. As soon as this is going, this encirclement. So 1.5 and 287. So you guys are crushing the crap out of here. For the moment, they have all pulled back into one province. It looks like it, right? Yeah, they're pulling all back in, and my troops are moving in. They will have taken this one and this one in a second. Well, in a second is an overstatement. How long does it take you to get there? 2 days. 1 day, 22 hours till you're actually in there. Ooh, that was a big overrun. Did you see that over here? Overrun. Went up to 1.6 million. So that was what? Nearly 100,000 K? Holy crap. Also in here, that was... What was it? 280 something, and now it's... That was like... Ooh, nice. It was like... I would say like 20k Chinese troops and the rest... Ay. That's a lot. B move to here. Now we are still needing 91 infantry fighting vehicles, so we are still working on that. Just 303 guns, we're getting closer to that one. Modern tanks, we do have just 94, which is not a lot. But they still need to train. Also helicopters, we need to build up more helicopters. Multi-rail fighters and stuff we are losing. Attack helicopters we are 4 short. But we could probably use our plane. Well, I just could go into the plane map mode. I'm gonna deal with that in a second and select all of those guys and tell you to come actually fight up here. And you guys come fight up here, and you guys come fight up here. So we will have the front up there again. We don't need to move them no further north at the moment. That's in here, right? Yep, we can switch it to the next one, the EV205. And also research-wise, we will go with the next one in the line, the 215. It's just 160 days. If we check construction again, we are already producing 8 a year. Not 7 anymore, it wasn't 7 before. My troops are basically here, they just need to spread out and get ready. And then I'll tell my troops to actually go and push pretty as aggressively directly towards Volgograd, which was Leningrad or Stalingrad? I don't remember. Oh, it was one of the grads. If you have redistributed yourselves, not yet. But you will, and as soon as you have done that, I'll tell you to go. Stalingrad. They're spreading in the Middle East of Africa? Really? No, they don't. There is still a little bit of Tunisia and of Liberia and Algeria left, but that's nearly gone completely. I don't see where you mean where they are spreading. Hey, welcome to a warm hello to Italy. I'm from Switzerland, so I'm your north door neighbor, so to say. Morocco is spreading like wildfire? Oh yes, you're right. Morocco is spreading like wildfire. That used to be blue. Or most of it used to be blue. At one point. But Morocco, well, Morocco is part of NATO, so we are good. Why were there the Moroccan troops up here before fighting? I don't know. That mod has some weird stuff sometimes happening. Still good. So everybody is in position. Go and have fun, guys. Do we have enough infantry equipment by any chance? Nah, still 86 short. But yeah, look at that. We just had a little bit of initial contact and the Russians are fleeing. Just need to be a little bit careful not to overextend too massively, because the Americans need to fill the line behind me. I do not have enough troops to deal with that. Let me check. What do you want to see about Scotland? You're from Scotland. I like Scotland. I've been to Edinburgh quite a couple of times. Edinburgh. I love that city. Also in the Northern Highlands. I actually did... When was that? 5 years ago. I did a road trip with my dad. We flew to Edinburgh. It was birthday present I got for my 30th birthday. Flew with my dad to Edinburgh, and then we went up the north coast to till where did we went? No, we landed in Edinburgh. We drove to Inverness or Iverness. I don't know how to pronounce it correctly. Then we drove up the east coast up to here. We didn't went to Kirkwall, just here. Crossed over, well actually just to here. Is there a town? No, not in this mob. Crossed over, cut off this little tip. Then drove over to here, down to, where was it? I don't, actually, basically till Loch Ness. It doesn't show on this map, and I'm too crap in geography to remember that. And then we went to, It's like a touristy town in this area with some river elevators. I don't know how to pronounce it in English. And then we continued to Edinburgh again and watched the tattoo. For me, it was the fourth tattoo I saw live. For my dad, it was the first. And we really enjoyed it. It was a 5-day trip. It was awesome. How is Norway doing? Just start to push north. There's no Russian enemies there. Oh, man. Yeah, man. How's my push going in the south? Pretty unopposed, actually. It's just an Iranian artillery group, which is trying to flee. Not very successful. Look at that. Oh, they actually have retaken Rostov. They have retaken Rostov. Is that bad? It is kind of bad, but do we care? Not really. The Americans are actually pulling out a ton of troops. No idea where they are going to bring them. Some naval invasion plans to God knows where. all the way up here. Some are, no, they're all the way up here. Yeah, look at that. Look at those naval invasion plans. That's just crazy. Also down here, they have a plan with 43 divisions. It is blinking as it's saying it's being executed, but there are never 43 divisions on this front. And yeah, they're just moving through here right now, the Russians, which is a bit sad. I probably need to kind of move my troops over there at some point to deal with that. And yeah, those battle plans are not even active up here. Or actually, no, this is a spearhead push, right? No, it's also normal push. And this shows as shown as being active. I don't know. Just don't care. Don't want to see that anymore. Hey, thank you for dropping in. Enjoy your meal. Hey, old gamer, how are you doing today? I hope you're doing great. Come on, guys, you can do it. Just push. Keep on pushing. At some point, they probably will need to pull their troops over here. The Bradley probably moving in here to try to intercept this guy. 2 Bradleys and a commando unit. Which is still good. Resistance to occupation, yes I know. There will be another military factory ready to go in a minute. Which is awesome. Which means we can put in another... Well, we can actually do that now already. Nah, but I'm gonna wait till it is ready. Well, we will put in another gun factory for small arms. Because we're still short on small... No, we are actually on a surplus again. Awesome. As soon as I have 300, I'll start to train another tank division. Probably need to get another main battle tank line going. Well, not main battle tank line, but like another factory in here first. Yeah, we get 1 per week. It's probably we lose like 1 per week, right? We lose actually more than 1 per week. Yeah, 1.9 we are losing. And yeah, there we go. Spreading out real nicely here. American divisions need to fill in the gaps. Actually stop them, kind of. Doesn't matter that they retake that. That's not really important territory. Just need to stop them before they cut us completely off over there. That belongs to Turkey now. That belongs to the US. I mean, I could ask the US for more territory.